Hi, in this video I want to talk about the saturation mode of the NPN BJT. And as we already discussed, we said that in the saturation mode, both the base collector junction and the base emitter junction, both of these junctions are forward biased, right? And because they are forward biased, we can write VBC is approximately equal to zero point 0.5 volts, which is the forward voltage of the base collector junction. And we have the base emitter junction whose forward voltage is approximately zero point 0.7 volts. Okay, and usually the way that you draw the model for a transistor in saturation is like this. So you have the same three terminals. You write the base here, the collector, and the emitter. And what you do is between the base and the emitter, you have a 0.7 voltage volts supply, and between the collector and the emitter you put a zero point 0.2 volts supply. And you can see that if this voltage is zero point 0.7 and this voltage is zero point 0.2, the voltage between the base collector junction turns out to be 0.5 volts, which is what we wrote in the condition for the saturation mode. Okay. um, so again, if you have some current flowing through the base, let's say IB, you will have a collector current, IC, but this collector current is no longer going to be equal to beta times IB, okay, because that is valid only for the active mode. But in the saturation mode, you could write it as beta forced times IB, where usually beta forced is much smaller than beta that we had previously. What is the current IE going to be in this case? So the current that we have here, which is IE, it is still going to remain, it's going to be IB plus IC. Okay. And if you want to write it in terms of beta forced, you can, but it's not required. The basic idea is that this equation still holds. So the sum of the base and the collector current is still the emitter current, okay, even in the saturation mode. uh, because of the way that we are modeling the circuit. So that's how the transistor or the NPN BJT behaves in the saturation mode. And now that we have looked at how the BJTs behave in the active and the cutoff and the saturation modes, we can go on and look at some circuits, and we should be able to calculate the currents and the voltages in a transistor circuit. We'll do that in the next few videos.